Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to study two very simple terms of kinematics. Kinematics means the study of motion. So we are going to study two simple terms related to the study of motion. The first one is distance. Distance means the length of path along which the particle has moved. For example, suppose a particle starts moving from this point, moves along a path like this, and finally stops here. So we can see that this is the path, and the length of this path is the distance covered by the particle, or simply the distance. This is the initial position, this is the final position. Now the second important term related to motion is displacement. It is defined as length of shortest possible path from initial to final position. So in this particular example we can see the shortest possible path from initial to final position is like this. So the length of this path is the displacement, and distance is a scalar quantity as it has no specified direction, whereas displacement is a vector quantity because it has a specified direction from initial to final position. Right? So these are the two terms that we are going to learn today, and now we are going to do some examples based on these two terms. I have a sheet prepared with me. Let us try one question out of that sheet. So on the screen you can look at the first question. A body moves 6 meters north, 8 meters east and 10 meters vertically upwards. What is its resultant displacement from initial to final position? Okay, let us read it once again in our minds and remember the data. Now we are going to solve it now. The body is moving 6 meters north, 8 meters east and 10 meters vertically upwards, and we have to find the resultant displacement from the initial position. Okay, let us try this question. So for reference, let us mark the north, south, east, west directions. First of all, the body moves 8 meters towards north. We can check the data once again. 6 meters north and 8 meters towards east. So it goes 6 meters towards north, then 8 meters towards east. Okay, now it goes 10 meters vertically upwards. Now can you imagine in which direction does it go? The plane of this screen contains the north, south, east, west direction. That means it is the horizontal plane, right? Whereas the vertically upward direction is not in the horizontal plane, it is in the vertical plane. So that displacement is perpendicular to both of these two displacements. Okay, it is in the z direction. Suppose if we assume that this east is the x direction, north is the y direction, then upward will be the z direction, perpendicular to both x and y, right? So we cannot draw it here, but we can keep it in our mind. So what we can do here is the displacement, the resultant of these two displacements is this. After making these two displacements, the particle from this point reaches this point, and this we can find by using Pythagoras theorem. Suppose it is, let us call it a. So what is the value of a? A is equal to how much? Under root of 6 square plus 8 square. 6 square is 36, 8 square is 64, that makes 100. Root of 100 is 10, right? So 10 meters it has moved somewhere in the northeast. Now it will go upwards perpendicular to A, right? So then the net displacement from this point to the final point, that will be in the air. Suppose the net displacement, the resultant displacement is r. Now those who are being able to visualize will certainly know that it is equal to 10 square plus 10 square. That is 100 plus 100, 200. That is 2 into 100. So root of 100 is 10. So it becomes 10 root 2 meters. So this is the correct answer for this. I hope you were able to follow it. Let us check the answer. So option A is correct. I'll show you the answer key. So first, question number 1, option A is correct. So let us try one more question. A man goes 10 meters towards north and then 20 meters towards east. Then displacement is. Question number 2. North, south, east, west. Man goes 10 meters towards north, then 20 meters towards east. This is quite simple as compared to the first question. Resultant displacement is, its initial position was this, finally it is here. So resultant displacement is going to be this. Now how do we find this out? Obviously by Pythagoras theorem, as this angle is 90 degrees. So it will be 10 square plus 20 square. So it becomes 100 plus 400, that is 500, which can be written as 5 into 100. So that makes it 10 root 5. Now let us check the answers. These are the options. So 10 root 5 is closest to which answer? Let us see. So we know that root 5 is 2.25. Isn't it? Root of 6.25 is how much? 2.5. So it has to be less than 2.5. And root of 4 is 2. So it has to be more than this. So if you check it, it turns out to be 2.25. So it is 22.5 meters. So this is how we can find displacement. And in the next lecture we'll do some more complicated questions on this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye all of you.